There's a really good reason why we decided to go ice fishing the first week of April. It was so that we could have good weather. What are we? Minus 20? With 40k winds today in the first week of April. And we're chipping away the ice algae here. Good times.
Prairie Pursuit is brought to you by BL & Sons Construction, Black Rock Automation, Bushnell, Butcher's Best, Capital GMC Buick Cadillac Regina, JB's Sausage Supplies, Customize, North Pro Sports, Precision Instrumentation and Supply, Real Estate Center, Rock and Red Enterprises, K9 Training Center and Labradors.
Okay, we're in the first week of April. We're headed up to Wekusko Falls Lodge in northern Manitoba for an ice fishing trip. Just a little getaway, a chance to recharge, and the season's closed at home for ice fishing, and this is a chance for us to get a little bit more in at the end of the year before the ice thaw. Really looking forward to getting out and going after walleye, pike, maybe some perch out there, and hope to get a chance to land lake trout. We've talked with Brian and Alyssa at the Wekusko Falls Lodge, and they're going to set us up with a cabin and give us a few tips on where to go for the fish. So we're really looking forward to a good time on the lake, just getting into the outdoors and taking it all in. So a couple months ago, my buddy Mike asked if we wanted to go on an ice fishing trip, and he asked Brian if he wanted to join us as well. It worked out that we could all get away, and we headed up here to Wekusko Falls, and just an awesome opportunity to get to hang out with these guys and explore some new ground and just get away. We do a lot of hunting fishing together, and pretty excited to get a chance to get away for a few days. Yeah, when I started talking, and I was like, okay, it's 4 o'clock, I haven't hooked up yet. I'm thinking, no, there's no way. I could have worked till 4
and got all that done this time. We'll let Mike kind of steer us in the right directions. If he wants to lake trout fish, I'm good with lakers. If he wants to go for walleyes, wherever he thinks best, I'm totally flexible.
All I know is it's supposed to be minus 27 in the morning.
Son of a gun. You know, we've just grinded out 6.5 months of winter, and now what are we doing? We're going to go do a trip where we can find more winter, more hardcore winter.
Okay, I'll roll up and hold.
Okay, I'll grab that tent here.
Yeah, let me know if you want to. You must load an extension from. I put that one on. This is the new one? No, that's my old one. The one I had already.
Yeah. You wonder where all your money goes. Just take a look at today's trip.
Found it.
Man, how come I never max out my RSP?
I think the expectation is that we can get onto some pretty high numbers of walleye. Looking to try and snag a 20-pound plus pike, and any kind of a lake trout would be fantastic. That's something that I've never caught. We'll put in the effort. I understand it's going to be tough, and the weather's going to be challenging, but we'll do our best to give it a try. So on this particular trip, we are going to unknown ground. So we're going into brand new lakes, brand new country, and in the case of a lake trout, ice fishing for something that I've never fished for before. And so lots of challenges. The weather's going to be absolutely cold and miserable by the sounds of it for the first couple days. We've got tents and heaters, a chance to for a chance to stay warm, and that's really it. So we've got a pile of gear to haul around. It seems like we've got 3 sleds full of gear, and hopefully it'll be enough to get us through some time out on the lake and make it through some cold and windy temperatures. So on the first day, we had an 8-hour drive up here from Regina, and we rolled in around 4 o'clock in the morning and got settled. It was a quick sleep, and we got up and right out onto the lake. It was pretty amazing to go and explore new ground. I've never been in northern Manitoba, obviously never been to this lake, never fished for lake trout through the ice. And we're in the Canadian Shield. There's rocks, there's hills, there's the forest country here is just spectacular. The lakes are massive, there's islands. It'd be really interesting to see everything here in the summertime as well. But now we've got these massive falls. It's unbelievable. These falls run year-round, even in the minus 30s and 40s temperature that we had over this last week. It's pretty spectacular. Beautiful country. We just set up in about 25 feet of water, and we're after walleye this morning. And seemed like a good day to get out on the lake and try for walleye. Sun shining, and we finally got set up. Just trying out this new Hummingbird device. Take a little bit of practice to figure out what to do with it. Honestly, I can't talk too fancy about the equipment or the gear. I just love being out here. There's what we're after. Nice. There we go. Came in a few times and I wasn't sure he was going to come back. There we go. Great little walleye. Beautiful, that's what we're here for. A little relaxation, laying on the ice, catching a few walleye. Beautiful fish. We're gonna hang out on the lake today. We're gonna hang on to a few of these to put in the frying pan. So we're gonna hang on to this guy. Awesome stuff. Son of a gun. That was a nice one. He was quite a bit heavier than the last one I had on. Well, try again. There we go. There we go. That's a good sized fish. Feels like a decent one. It's pulling a little bit. Oh, yes. Decent walleye. Oh. Not a bad walleye, probably 22 inches. She came up the 4th time I got her. Lost her at the hole and dropped it back down, and she was sitting there waiting for it. This guy looked at my hook several times and he came in last and hit it pretty hard. That was fun. Thanks for coming to say hello. We're gonna let him go. Okay. Fun catching this pike. He was fighting a little harder because
Or it seemed like he was. He was coming up backwards. Spin around all the time. Get your line all wrapped up. There you go, buddy. Let's give you a little. There it goes.
Oh, it's a big perch. Look at that. Nice. Holy cow. We're getting a little bit of everything in here today. That's a beautiful perch. Wow. Huh. Day on the ice, you never know what you're gonna find. Catching some beautiful walleye. Just let that pike go about 3 minutes ago, and in came this perch. He was hungry. And we locked onto some walleye, perch, and pike the first thing in the morning. It was cold. We had to pretty much limit ourselves to the tent. We tried a few things, and actually that last hour, the very end of the day on that first night, got onto a really good bite of walleye, and we had a pile of fun. Good morning of day 2, cooking up a little breakfast for the boys. They're getting the sleds and everything loaded up. We're gonna try a different lake today. We're gonna head out to Reed Lake and go for trout. Got everything rigged up last night. Talked to Brian, the owner of the camp here at Wekusko, and he suggested we head out there this morning for the trout bite. We're gonna hit the road right away. We might even be a little bit behind schedule already, but whatever schedule, I guess it's only ours. We'll gear up and get ready to go.
There's a really good reason why we decided to go ice fishing the first week of April. It was so that we could have good weather. What are we? Minus 20? With 40k winds today in the first week of April. And we're chipping away the ice algae here. Good time.
Okay, it's been quite a morning. We got all set up to get out on the lake for lake trout today, and it is miserable. It was a 4-man job to set up each of these tents, shovel them, anchor them down, but we're set up finally. And the heater stopped working. Got it going, and then it stopped working. So see if I can figure out how to get that going right away. We won't last long out here without the heater today. We've got our tent anchored really tight and solid. We've got a heater on now. We've got the axe that's a little bit of a prop for us for the heater, but it's tough going. The fish are down there, and they're not hitting the baits that we've got. Mostly just listening to the advice of the people that are around here, but it has been slow in the last few days. We're in the first week of April. We chose first week of April because it's supposed to be nice. We were picturing ourselves sitting out on the snowmobile or a lawn chair, trying different spots around the lake if the one we're in isn't working. But we're a little bit stranded to the holes that we've got in the shacks here. That's just the way that it is.
Jig, huh?
Yeah.
You got a stinger hook on that?
He's a fatty. Oh,
Monster.
wanted you to be a trout. Thanks for coming to visit. But I'm not that happy to see you. All right. Well, came out to Reed Lake, catch a couple of these guys. Oh, come on. Watch your finger on those ones. Look at that funny one whisker, whatever the heck you call it, little feeler. Oh man, let me just curl up.
Kind of a neat fish. Lots of people like to eat them. Not me. Go. And he's gone. We pulled the pin on the lake trout fishing and got back down onto Wekusko Lake here for the evening bite, hopefully to fill the shack with some walleye this evening. We've tried a little bit of a different spot again. Seems like a bit of a funnel point channel where the walleye feed into. And we just finished getting set up. We got a couple hours that we can be out here fishing for the evening.
All right, we're just enjoying our evening of day 2 in northern Manitoba, Wekusko Lake. We had a really tough day trying to find some lake trout, and the weather's been just horrible. Found this nice little spot on the north side of the lake here. Mike and Brian have picked up a couple walleye already, and we've got about 45 minutes left in the day. It was a tough one, battling some nasty weather, but still had a great time. Quite an adventure. Just seeing all this new ground. It is beautiful country up here. If you ever get a chance to go ice fishing in northern Manitoba, come to Wekusko Falls. Absolutely beautiful. Looking forward to tomorrow. The weather forecast looks like it's supposed to be about -6 with about 15-kilometer winds, which is very welcome after a day like today.
We're on the morning of day 3. We got up early and got out into a spot where we figured there was going to be a morning bite, and there has been the last few days actually. And it's pretty slow, pretty quiet. No wind outside, so that's positive. But setting up in the spot where we're at, there's not much action on our screens. And we've pulled in one little pike so far, but we got to start bouncing around. We're going to try and see if we can find the fish. Definitely not the morning bite we were hoping for. But we'll move on and try and find some here.
So here in Manitoba, it's mandatory that you pinch all the barbs on your hooks. So now that I'm switching colors, I gotta pinch the barbs, which is not a bad idea. Makes it a little easier to remove the hooks. In the event that you get a hook in your finger, also much easier to remove that hook. You take your time at the hole, get that head turned up the hole, you force it. That's usually when you lose those fish. There we go. Another nice fish, change of color. Didn't take all but 2 minutes once that jig dropped down. So sometimes just change the size and color makes a difference. And I think we need a couple more for lunch, so I think that's gonna go just perfect for lunch.
I've done a lot of pike fishing over the years where we set the tip ups up and just sit back and relax and enjoy and wait for the flags to go. Mike and Brian were busy in the tents hauling in walleye, and so it was nice just hanging out outside. Got a little bit of sun, and to see that flag go, it could have been any one of us that went and got the fish, but I managed to get out there, hook the fish, land it, and after a tough couple days, it was in the bad weather, it was really nice to be out there and land a beautiful fish like that. And day 3, things seemed to clear up. The weather got really nice. We spent some time outdoors. We had tip-ups out. We had our holes in the tents. We had the cameras going. We landed a lot of walleye and a pile of pike with the tip-ups going. We had a shore lunch. It was a little fish fry right out on the lake. and it was a perfect day. We managed to catch our limit of walleye that day, and so we're going home with some our limits for this trip, and it was a perfect end to just a great trip. Okay, so just wrapping up our 3-day trip at Wekusko Falls Lodge, and sitting here with Brian and Alyssa Bogdan, owners of the lodge here, and just want to thank you guys for a fantastic week. We had a great time. Had some awesome fishing, and so tell us a little bit more about your operation here.
Okay, so Alyssa and I, we took over in 2010. We're located in northern Manitoba near Snow Lake, and we have multiple options for lakes here. You know, we have Reed Lake, we have Wekusko Lake, we have a lot of backcountry lakes, so we do open water fishing as well as ice fishing, which you got to experience here. And you know, we have a lot of length in our ice fishing season. We have ice from November right through April. A lot of people don't realize we actually ice fish all of April here. And so after ice fishing's done, we go right into our open water season as well as bear hunting, and that carries through, and then it just starts all over with our ice fishing gig all over again. So you know, we have a lot of different options for water. We also have a lot of different options with species. You know, we have walleye, sauger, lake trout, pike, whitefish, tullaby, you know, perch, burbot, great big burbot. We've got all those species here, so it's a multi-species mecca in Manitoba.
Awesome. Excellent stuff. There you have it. When you need to book your next ice fishing or bear hunting adventure, make sure you give Brian and Alyssa a call here at Wekusko Falls Lodge.
Prairie Pursuit is brought to you by BL and Sons Construction, Black Rock Automation, Bushnell, Butcher's Best, Capital GMC Buick Cadillac Regina, JB's Sausage Supplies, Customize, North Pro Sports, Precision Instrumentation and Supply, Real Estate Center, Rock and Red Enterprises, K9 Training Center and Labradors.